What's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 2 of our Vancouver Canucks franchise mode for NHL 18. Feels so good to say NHL 18. I'm having a ton of fun so far with franchise mode, and you're gonna see by the title of this video and due to the fact that we're at the preseason again, where we did some simulation in the last video. Now, I took some comments and I took some things I saw on Twitter. Some people were like, oh, X player isn't in the game, or oh, this player's potential isn't great, or this player was drafted by my team and since he plays university or college or whatever the specific situation is, they're not in the game. So I took it upon myself. I was actually going to have this video out the day after the first episode came out, but I took a day or two. I wanted to get it right, and I think I did a pretty decent job with adding players and tweaking some potential. So I'm not going to go over everybody that I added, but it's kind of some key players and players that really needed to be in the game. I guess we can start with us. I could have added a few different players for the Canucks. I could have added Will Lockwood. I could have added a few other prospects, but since we are the Canucks and I didn't want to give myself too much of an actual advantage over other teams, I decided to only give myself one player who wasn't in the game, and that is Adam Gaudette. Now, he is a 73 overall, 21-year-old center playmaker. Maybe could have got the two-way forward role, but you know what? I think Adam Gaudette, the 73 overall rating, and I think this is going to be a good player for us for the future. The center playmaker, I'm totally fine with. If you don't know who Adam Gaudette is, he plays in the college ranks, and he is ripping it up. He's a beast. So I decided to give us one player, Adam Gaudette. That's it. Now, a few players that really do matter. Potentially, Adam Gaudette could not make the team or could not progress. I don't know how he's going to work out, but these players will 100% progress. And the first things first is Casey Middlestat. Yes, he has to be in the game. He's fresh out of high school, so there's no way he could possibly be in the game. They have no headshot, they have no rights to him, so they can't put him in the game. So I created him a center playmaker, 19 years old, medium elite. He was a 7th overall pick, I want to say. 6th or 7th anyways by Buffalo. I had him kind of in the same tier as Alex Nylander. I think that's pretty fair. A few other guys I added without going into everybody and spoiling everything. I added Cale Makar to the Colorado Avalanche, obviously 4th overall pick this year. Kind of hard not to throw this guy in the franchise mode. He deserves to be on Colorado, and if we didn't have him, Colorado would kind of be screwed because he is a big piece to their future. Now, you're also thinking, why did a top 5 pick only get the high top 4? Well, Cale Makar played in the Alberta Junior Hockey League, which is a league above the league that I played in. I only played a few games in Junior A, but I did play a few games. I played a few preseason games and one regular season game, but he only played in the league above that I played in when I was like 16, so 16 or 17. But anyways, he hasn't played against professional hockey players, all right? He hasn't played a game of professional hockey, so I don't think he's deserving of the medium elite. I'm sure he's going to grow. I'm sure in real life he's going to be a beast, but I gave him the high top 4. I think he's still going to grow. He's actually their only defensive prospect, so I mean, I shouldn't say that. I guess Nikita Zadorov's there, and I'm sure there's a few other ones that are way down here, but he's their big fish. He's a top 5 pick. He deserves to be there. Who else did I add off the top of my head? Oh, Will Butcher was one of those other guys, one of the college free agents. There he is, 78 overall, medium top 4. I feel like that's pretty fair for Will Butcher. And I actually added someone to the Islanders, and that is Ilya Samsonov. He is a 77 overall, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. He's one of the best goaltending prospects in the league. No, sorry, he's a 74. I was going to make him a 77, but I decided to make him a 74. High starter. He was a first-round pick a few years ago in 2015, so I think that was pretty fair. Who else did I add? There's a few other players. I also added some players into the draft. Now, you're going to see a few custom players and a few players who should actually be here. Like, I actually added Andrei Svechnikov, which is probably going to be the 1st or the 2nd overall pick this year. So I added Svechnikov, which is pretty cool. He's right there. Russian, medium top 6. That's not right. He is going to be a medium elite, and he will be that once we decide to scout him a little bit. I added Brady Tkachuk as well, which is another top pick for this year. I created Adam Weber just for fun. I added a medium elite offensive defenseman in there. Why not spice things up a little bit? And on Rasmus Dahlin. I beefed him up a little bit. He's 79 overall out of the draft. This draft is actually stacked. I really wouldn't mind getting a few extra picks in this year. I mean, if we could get 2 picks in the top 10, that would be huge. I also added a goalie or 2. You're going to see here. This guy, Sam Zaver, just decided him medium franchise. So you're going to start to see low and medium franchise guys go in like middle to the end of the first round, which is pretty cool. I'm going to explain some stuff about scouting afterwards. And for the upcoming drafts, I added Jack Hughes, which is a potential #1 overall pick for 2019. I added one other guy and a few custom players here and there. I just went on to eliteprospects.com and had a look at the 2019 draft, and I kind of made that to the best of my ability. So that's that for adding players and whatnot. Now, I did decide to go ahead and give Brock Besser the potential that he actually deserves. You can see here, Brock Besser, he's now a high top 6 as opposed to a medium top 6. Brock Besser is one of the best prospects in hockey, not just simply being a Canucks fan. The guy is a surefire NHLer, and I've seen some franchise modes where he doesn't grow and he caps out at like an 83. So I decided to give us the best chance at getting Brock Besser to his realistic potential at a high top 6. So we are ready to go now. We're going to start this thing over. I'm sure you guys don't mind the roster overhaul. It was only 1 year anyways, so I don't think that it's really going to matter that much. So I'm thinking about doing something like this, putting Louis Eriksson. No, actually, what was I going to do? I was going to put... Actually don't know about the lines, what I'm going to do. I think giving Brock Besser first line minutes is good and bad. I don't want to overplay him, and I kind of want to give Berchi and Horvat, an NHL-ready winger to play with. I'm not saying he's not NHL-ready, but I think we're going to go ahead and throw Thomas Vanek on the first line and then give Brock Besser second line minutes with the Twins. I think we'll try that out. I'm sure we'll be changing things up as the NHL season progresses, but I'm going to edit up the lines to where we had them last time. We're going to make a few of those free agent signings, and then we're going to start off the sim because we are ready to go. Also have some comments to go over from you guys, and then we're going to start the simulation. Alright, so we are ready to go right now. Berchi, Horvat, Vanek, Besser, and the Twins. We got Sutter, Granlund, Eriksson, Dorsett, Gagne, and Gauntz. Now, I ended up throwing Gagne on the power play because that's where he is really going to be used. He's a power play specialist. Now, I think that's good. And in the net, we're all ready to go with Markstrom and Nielsen. And then, I forgot to show you the defense here. I just sent down Patrick Wirkosh and moved up Troy Stetcher. Now, Edler's going to play there. Hutton, Goodbranson, Stetcher, and Michael Del Zotto. We are ready to go. So let's have a look at our AHL team. I'm going to go best lines for the AHL squad. We're going to have a sick AHL team this year. Burmistrov, Gaudette, and Ryan White. That's not going to happen. We're going to go Ryan White on the fourth line here with, let's give, who do we want to grow? Let's give Virtanen first line minutes, all right? Let's try the kid out here. We're going to go Burmistrov, Gaudette, Virtanen, Goldobin, Magna, Boucher, and then who am I going to scratch? I think I'm going to scratch Archibald, and I'm going to put in a prospect that we have, Jonathan Dahlin. It's not Dahlin, it's Dahlin, all right? Let's have a look here. Where is he? He is a center, potentially? Where is he? There he is. Jonathan Dahlin. The other one is Dahlin. So if we can get Dahlin and Dahlin, that'd be kind of cool. I definitely want this guy to grow, so we're going to go ahead and throw you there on the third line with Chaput. I think our HL team is going to be really, really, really good. And our defense looking like this. Wirkosh, Biega. We're going to throw Subban up there with Padan. And there you go. Wouldn't mind getting a few extra pieces for our AHL team defense. And then we got the man himself, Thatcher Demko. He is going to be leading the Utica Comets to victory, hopefully this year. He's going to be a beast for us in the future. So I got a few comments from you guys, my assistant GMs, that we're going to go over here while we skim over the preseason, because preseason really doesn't matter unless we get like a season-ending injury, which would just suck. But the first comment here comes from Extracted. He says, tank really hard this year. You need to get Dahlin, not Dahlin, Dahlin. Also, during the draft, get a few extra 7th rounders and sort by potential. I got a franchise goalie projected to go undrafted, which is true. I have seen this happen on Twitter. A lot of you guys are sending me screenshots, and it does happen. You also get a lot of elites in the later rounds, which is also true. He says, year 4 with Vegas, I had 11 elite potential prospects. Year 4 with Toronto, I had 2 medium franchise goalies. Now, if we could be in a position like that, that would be awesome, but I hope that we can get just as lucky in the draft like you did. Now, Vincent, he says Demko is 75 years old. Now, apparently, in the last video, I said that Thatcher Demko was 75 years old. He's obviously not. I meant to say 75 overall, but that was just a funny slip up, and a lot of you guys commented on that. Next one comes from Dion Fanuff. It's a double Dion. He says, xTech, please pick up Sam Reinhart at the trade deadline. He is extremely low trade value, and you could, the rest of the comment got cut off, but it says you could put Edler and Vertanen for him or something like that, like so he sees. I like Sam Reinhart a lot. I don't know if we're going to potentially target him. You're going to see a lot more teams approaching us for trades, which is huge. But let's get game number 1 underway here against Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Darnell Nurse, Jesse Puljujarvi, and everyone else that the Edmonton Oilers have. Let's go here. First period. Okay, 2-1. There you go. Sven Berchi and Thomas Vanek. There you go. Thomas Vanek scores in his debut for the Canucks. Look at Matt Benning scoring on his, I think Matt Benning is Jim Benning's nephew. So he scores on his uncle's team. That's kind of funny. Let's go here. Period number 2. And they come back with 2 goals of their own, Leon and Connor McDavid. All right. Those two are pretty good at hockey, so that's fine. Let's go with third period. Can we get a victory? Oh, we do. We squeak out a last-minute goal. I guess a last 3.5-minute goal. Louis Eriksson scores to give us the lead. Slepyshev scored, and then we stormed back with 3 of our own. Louis Eriksson and Daniel Sedin score within a minute of each other to get us 2 big goals, and Derek Dorsett had the 4-3 goal. 4-4 and then 5-4. All right, start the year off on a good note. Louis Eriksson getting a goal. What is this? Is it like 2010 Louis Eriksson with the Dallas Stars? That'd be huge. Brock Besser had 2 helpers. There you go. Boy, we gotta talk about the Sedin twins. We really do. It's a topic that is getting mixed reviews. There's people saying, yeah, trade the twins. We're 2-0 to start the year. 3-0 to start the year. 1-0 shutout, baby. 4-0. What is this? There you go. We actually get an overtime loss, and then the losses start coming. All right. 3-0 win. Okay. 9-1. Oh my God. Look how fast the simulation is, though. I can't even keep up. It's so quick. It's so fast. We'll talk about the twins in a second here. Just a Utica player has been injured. That's fine. Injuries are on this year, which is something different for sure. I didn't mean to get out of this screen. Let's go back. Brock Besser leading the team in scoring. There you go. That's what I like to see. 10 points in 10 games. The guy's a beast. Oh man, that's awesome to see. Attaboy, Brock. Attaboy. So what I was going to say here is the sim is so fast. You saw there we're losing games. All of a sudden we're winning 3-0, and then we're losing 9-1, and we're winning 7-4. Simulation, you're crazy. But the Sedin twins, that's something that's been a topic in the comments. It's been a topic on Twitter. People saying you can't trade the twins, you can't do it. You gotta let them retire as Canucks. And it's actually kind of funny. The day that 7-1 win, oh my God, we're 8-3-1. How? Why? We're not supposed to be a good team. Let's go. Let's actually just talk about this, and then we'll kind of move on to the simulation. But Brock Besser still being an absolute machine for us. 8 goals already. Unbelievable. It's actually kind of funny because when this first episode came out, that day the Sedin twins took an article out of the Players Tribune, and they kind of said they don't want to be traded. They don't want to win a Stanley Cup anywhere else but Vancouver. It's their home. They don't want to move. They're here for life. They're Vancouver Canucks for life. And I can respect that. I really can. So I'm going to do my best to keep the Sedin twins here. I'm not going to act actively shop them, because you guys in the comments, it was pretty much like 80-20. 80% said keep the Twins. You've got to keep those guys together. Not only keep them together, but keep them on the same team. You can't let these guys, retire as a member of the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's just not right. So we're gonna keep them for this year. If they don't decide to retire, and then we can really look at another option. But for this year, I'm planning on keeping them. All right, that's my plan. All right, just for right now, that's my plan. Although this is one of the deepest drafts in forever, I need to get as many picks as possible, especially if we're not going to be a good team. But I mean, we're 8-3-1 after the first month, so we're doing okay. But I'm kind of on the fence about it, but I'm going to keep them for this year unless I get an offer I really cannot refuse. Now, points. Let's have a look at the points. Henrik Sedin's got 14 and 12. Vancouver's got 12 and 12. We got a lot of players that are almost a point per game. That's awesome to see. But look at Brock Boeser leading our team in goals. The 20-year-old, 8 goals in his first 12 games. That is awesome. Atta boy. He's absolutely killing it right now. His shooting percentage is 25%. Oh my god. That is hilarious. He is just on fire right now. That's good to see. Bo Horvat's got 9, which is good. Brandon Sutter's got 9. Gagne's got 6. All those power play assists. Louis Eriksson's got the 1 goal he had in the home opener, and that's it for him so far. And wow, look at Alex Edler doing absolutely nothing. -7, and he has 12 games played. Who's he playing with? He's playing with Tanev, but that's really not great. Maybe we'll think about moving, not really moving him, not what I'm trying to say, but moving him around on the lines. Maybe I'll put him on the trade block. That's a player that I think doesn't have that much sentimental value as opposed to the Twins. So the Twins and Brock Boeser, they seem to be playing so well together. Why would I switch that lineup? They seem to be doing so well. Let's throw, how's Stetcher doing? Stetcher's got 3 helpers. Goodbranson's got 1 helper. You see, we really don't have that defensive stud. We have a bunch of decent defensemen. Chris Tanev, I wouldn't say he's a stud. I mean, he's really good at what he does, but we need someone like a Dustin Bufflin or an Erik Karlsson or someone like a John Klingberg, an elite NHL defenseman. I don't think we have that. We don't even have an elite NHL forward, to be honest with you. But you know what? Things are going well right now. I'm not going to change anything up. It's a weird feeling because I didn't go into this expecting us to do any damage, and we're 8-3, and we've beat some pretty good teams. We beat the Dallas Stars 7-1, and we beat the Capitals 7-4. But I mean, there's times where we get beat 9-1. It's just kind of strange. But we beat the Oilers in the opening night. I mean, we're playing well, and if that's the case, I mean, if we're a good team this year, why not run with it? But you know what? All it takes is 5 or 6 games in a row to lose, and we actually lost Marcus Granlund there, which kind of sucks. I got to go ahead and edit the lines a little bit. Let's call up someone, and I'll see you guys in a sec. That's going to be the hardest thing, is dealing with the lines and dealing with injuries, always having to stop the video, edit the lines, so on and so forth. But I think, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. We'll have to adjust it once he comes back from injury, which should be in like literally 2 or 3 days. Now I got to cut the video once again once he's back. There he is. Oh, actually, never mind. It's another injury. But then I got to cut the video and then go put all the lines back. It's just a little bit tedious, but it makes it more realistic, and we do have to plan if injuries happen. We called up Burmistrov. He had 3 points in 3 games, and he was a +2. God, do I really want to switch that up? You know what? Let's actually play with Burmistrov for a few more games. All right, let's get him all the way up to the New Jersey Devils game. Let's really give. Oh my God, Goodbranson has been injured. Okay, November 30th. All right, you know what? We'll edit all of the lines once he comes back at the end of the month. So we're going to rest Granlund for the end of the month because I want to see if Burmistrov's going to perform a little bit here. And we are 15-8-1 now with the victory. All right, now I got to edit up all of the lines and cut the video and edit the lines. That's going to be my life for the next little bit. Let's see how Burmistrov did. He had 5 points in 8 games. That's pretty good. The thing is, I don't really have a spot for Burmistrov. He's not a 4th liner. liner. Derek Dorsett is doing really well for what he is. He's got 9 points in 23 games. He's doing great right now. He's doing exactly what we need him to do, be a steady fourth liner. Sam Gagner, he's doing okay as well. Brendan Gaunce seems to be doing all right. He's got 8 points. I don't really feel like I have a place for Burmistrov, unfortunately. Now, that goes without saying, unless I can somehow move Louis Eriksson, which is something I wouldn't mind doing because $6 million for 5 years seems like something that I don't really want to deal with, obviously. So if we could find a way to keep Burmistrov in the lineup as well as try to move Louis Eriksson, that would be nice, but I can't see it happening right now. I'm going to have to send him back down to the AHL, unfortunately. I'd love to have you up, Burmistrov. I mean, you've done nothing but convince me that you should be here, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to send you down. Like, Brendan Gaunce still has potential. He's what, 20? He's 23 with a high bottom 6. He's going to be a bottom tier guy, but he's a medium top 9. You see, he's 26 years old. So I don't know. I'm going to send him down. He's going to get a chance to be claimed on waivers, which he didn't, which is good. And yeah, it sucks, but it's just the way it is. All right, so everyone is now recovered from injuries, and we're actually doing okay. We're 15-9-1, going up against the 15-5-4 Nashville Predators. All right, let's go. PK Subban versus his brother's team, Jordan, who's actually playing in the AHL. Let's go. First period. All right, 2-1. Victor Arvidsson and Scotty Hartnell. Sven Berchi gets a goal. There you go. Scores on Pekka Rinne from the right side of the ice. Let's go. Period number 2. All right, we tie it up. There you go. Brock Besser. What a guy. Third period. There you go. Sven Berchi gets his second of the game. Scores from the right side of the ice. And then he's like, you know what? Why not score from the left side of the ice? Pretty much the exact same spot. That's funny. That is a big victory against a really good team. See, how are we doing this? How are we competing right now? We're 16-9-1. This is supposed to be our year to get Rasmus and really just tank. Why are we doing decent? That doesn't make any sense to me. But you know what? We're going into December here. I heard that after December 1st, you can start signing your RFAs. If that's the case, that's what you guys told me in the comments. Now, upcoming RFA, we have Bo Horvat and Thomas Vanek leading the team in scoring. Let's see here. Let's see if we can actually do this. Let's go view contracts, and let's see if he does want that extension. If not, we're going to have to wait till the re-sign stage when he is officially an RFA. But I feel like you can still do this. Let's see here. List all contracts. Let's see. Yeah, Bo Horvat. Doesn't seem to me like I can extend him. You can see if I click him, trade for asset, I can extend him for some reason. Maybe it's because he's on his entry-level deal, but doesn't make sense because you can sign, where is he? Already pre-scouted this. Stetcher wants an extension, and he's on his rookie deal. So I don't know what's going on here. You can see Sven Berchi actually doesn't want an extension, which is kind of shocking because he seems to be pretty happy here, and he's having a pretty decent year. I mean, 23 points in 26 games. That's really, really good. Who else wants an extension? The Twins want an extension? Oh, man. The boys want to stay here. They want to stay. They're loving playing with Brock Besser. That's understandable. I mean, getting some youth in there with Henrik and Daniel, that's something that they haven't really had. Henrik and Daniel have always played with older wingers. Like they had Michael Samuelsson, they had Anson Carter, Louis Eriksson. They haven't really had a rookie to come in. I mean, maybe if you're an old-time Canucks fan, you'll know who Jason King is. They tried him out for a little while. But, yeah, okay. Well, unfortunately, we can't give Horvat the contract. I'm not sure why that is. It only allows me to trade for the asset, which is strange. I can't seem to make an actual offer for his RFA, which is fine. We could wait till the year ends. But now that we're a decent team, it looks like, anyways, what do we do? It's December 2nd, right? We're almost into the new year here, and we are currently 1 point behind the Edmonton Oilers for first place in the Pacific. So we are in contention to be the best team in our division and probably the best team, one of the best teams in our division. So this is kind of not where I expected us to be. Now, again, it is still early, but it's shocking to say the least. It's a little bit weird. Have a look at the Western Conference. Like, where are we? We're 5th place. I mean, we're only 2 points out of 2nd place. oh, man, this is not what I expected at all. Like, not even close. I didn't expect to be the team that we are. If we're gonna miss out on all these draft picks, which would suck. I don't really know how to take this. Anyways, Thomas Vanek leading the team in scoring, 11 goals, 13 helpers for 24 points. Sven Berchi right behind him. Brock Besser with 13 goals, leading the team. What a beast, 13 goals in 26 games. Guy's a pure sniper, and he's loving playing with the Twins, and I can definitely see why. He's doing great. Where's Alex Edler? Has he been doing anything for us? Where is he? Alex Edler, 3 points, -8. It's not looking great. Have a look at the goaltenders, have a look at our AHL team, have a look at the entire NHL. Look at Anders Nilsson, he is 6-1. What a beast. And Jacob Markstrom is 10-8 with 2 shutouts. Have a look at our AHL team, 17-5 for the god himself, the 75-year-old Thatcher Demko. Now he's actually 77 overall. And Richard Bachman is 73. Okay. Have a look at how everyone's doing. Jake Vertanen, Jonathan Dahlin, how's everyone doing? Nikolai Goldobin is a point-per-game player in the AHL. That's awesome to see. Next year, he's definitely going to be in the NHL. Adam Gaudette, almost a point-a-game player, and he's now up to a 75, which is great to see. Burmistrov is well above being a point-per-game player, 23-18. Jason Megna's almost a point per game. Reed Boucher, Jake Vertanen's playing well. Jonathan Dahlin's got 6 points in 18 games. Not bad for a 19-year-old coming over from Sweden. Now let's have an entire wrap-up here of the first few months. John Tavares is on another level right now, playing with Jordan Eberle, which he should probably be up here. Where is he? He's probably in the top 15, 20. Where is he? Jordan Eberle, there he is. He's got 27 points in 25 games. So a lot of players are over a point per game, which is nice to see. He's got 32 in 25. That's nice. Johansson's right behind him with Brandon Saad and Jack Eichel. Okay. A lot of players tied for 30 points. Most goals goes to Alexander Ovechkin. Now you're seeing a bunch of names here that you would usually see. Crosby, Parise, Kane, Forsberg. But look, Brock Besser with 13 goals. He's what, top 15 in the NHL for scoring? That is awesome. The guy is lighting the lamp right now, and he should continue to do so. So now that we know kind of what we are and how we've been playing, I don't even know what to say. Like, is it worth it to keep on trying to be a competitive team? I mean, you never want to lose just to lose, but I went into this season expecting to be a bad team, and we're not. So if we can keep this up, great. If not, we'll have to look at another route. But you know what? As for right now, I'm pretty happy, and I want to know what you guys think. I want to hear all you guys' comments. I'll feature some more in the next video, but this is where I'm going to end this one off. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.